Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
We're going to do a video about healthcare and medicine in the Philippines. We had several viewers ask about medicine and if it's available here and Medicare and how we're handling that. As far as Medicare goes, I get Part A free. So Part A is hospitalization, short-term, long-term care, pay the doctors. Part B was I had to pay for, and that is for co-payments for medicines and doctor's co-payment. So obviously, Part B is not doing me any good here.
Right, so that's the reason why he canceled it.
Yeah, so I canceled Part B, which cost me.
Yeah.
I was paying $135 a month for Part B.
Yeah.
And so I canceled it because I don't need doctor copay, or it doesn't take care of medicine here. So whenever I decide, if we go back to the U.S., if I decide to reinstate it, I can reinstate it. And so if I've been off of Part B for like a year, I pay the premium plus a 10% penalty for a year. And then it goes back to, what I was regularly paying. But I don't anticipate we're using that. So I still have Medicare Part A, and of course, like I said, I don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, but it is important for you to maintain all the medicines you need.
Right.
Because my husband had 3 heart attacks. I mean, it's laughing, like we're laughing right now, but when we had to go through all that, like it was very difficult. I mean, the first heart attack he had, I was not there because we were actually processing the fiancé visa at that time.
Right.
And I go, oh my God! And then your son called me to let me know that he had a heart attack, and I didn't know what to do because I was about to get my visa at that time, and I go, oh my gosh, am I gonna, my husband, my fiance, like, is he gonna die before we even gonna get like married? Or
What it was is I had those symptoms, tight chest, and like that. And so I went to the hospital and they did blood work and said I was having a heart attack. So they put in one stent, and I know I was in the twilight zone, so I watched when they did it. But as soon as they put the stent in and opened it up, man, I just felt like I got a shot of adrenaline. And I felt so much better.
I mean, having the heart attack, I mean, it's talking about heart attacks or about his health is personal. But, I told my husband, you know what, you should be proud that after 3 heart attacks and you're still, alive and kicking.
Still breathing, yeah.
Still breathing, and, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
So it's just the reality that, the second heart attack is when
that second heart attack was in 2011.
Yeah, he was driving a truck at the time, and then I remember that we always talk about, because I was with him in the truck, and he goes, the only thing that I'm gonna have to stop driving a truck is when I have a heart attack, and boom, it really happened. He had a heart attack, and it happened in
Idaho.
No, I know they took you to Idaho, but at that time they bring you between the border. Oregon. Yeah, that was in Oregon. But then when they did the surgery in Idaho, Boise, Idaho, oh my God, I was alone. I was nervous. I was scared. I was I felt everything, and I was alone because his family is far away from in California.
Well, she stayed in the hospital room with me.
Yeah, I stayed in the hospital room, but then I get scared, honey, and I feel like jumping off the building. I was so scared because they didn't know. At that time, they didn't know if are you gonna live or what, survive or and the doctor let me know they're gonna have it's gonna take more time, and then all I did is like crying the whole time, and like until the surgery was over, and then I see you and you were in pain.
Yeah, that time they put in two more stents.
Yeah.
And man, I felt like I got run over by a truck. Yeah, the hospital wanted the surgeons just to put the stents in.
Yeah.
Even though my other two arteries needed an angioplasty.
Yeah.
They needed to be cleaned out. And the surgeons went against the hospital's wishes and they did it all.
Yeah.
And then after the surgery, they told me,
Yeah, they probably see me like, oh my gosh, didn't they say to you like you need to survive?
Well,
your wife is so young.
Yeah, they said, we see you've got a young wife, so we fixed you up pretty good.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate those doctors. They were so nice, like, and I stayed with him. I didn't want to stay at the hotel or wherever. Even if I have to sleep in the floor, I would do that. But they give me it's like a chair that you can there's a recliner, recliner, and that was very nice of them to know. And
so we got home. We rented a car and got home, and of course I wasn't driving a truck, of course, but it was recovery time was a lot longer. I had to get out and really force myself to walk. I could walk about a half a block and then get winded. But I kept at it, and eventually I got up to walking 5 miles a day.
That was 2009, the second heart attack. The first heart attack was like 2007, and then 2009, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2009. And then the third one was 2015. Yeah, 2015. Yeah, I remember.
2015, I had the same symptoms again, and went to the hospital, and the doctor said, "Well, we're going to have to put another stent in." And I go, "Well, they couldn't go through that stent. The first stent I had put in, they couldn't go through it the first time because they said it was partially closed, and either was put in wrong or something."
Yeah, they were trying to put a stent, but the doctor cannot get through because it was just, I guess, 95% like blocked.
So they tried to stent the third time, and they couldn't get it in.
Right, and so what they did was they scheduled you for a surgery, a triple bypass, like a week later.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest one. But thankfully at that time, his family was there. They were with me. Your sister, your sons came there, and
they didn't think I was going to make it through.
Yeah. Yeah. That was so hard at that time. The third heart attack, because it's like the feeling of like, are you gonna live or are you gonna die? I mean, also, of course, the second one or even the first one, you have to you think like, are you gonna live there? But I witnessed the second and the third one, and probably the third one was the hardest one because, of course, it was an open heart surgery, and the only thing at the time is like his family was there. Like I felt like there's at least somebody there with me. The second one was I was alone somewhere in the middle of nowhere. We were far away from home, and it was very tough. That's why I always tell my husband, you need to take care of yourself because it's not really easy going through. It's not just him, but me as a wife is like going through all the worriness and sadness and being afraid of like, am I gonna be a widow early? Widower or widow?
Widow.
Huh?
Widow. I was more worried about her than anything,
Well, you don't have to worry about me. I worry about you surviving. Like, what am I gonna do? Like,
the third one was a tough one.
Oh,
after the second one, I had an irregular heartbeat, for several years.
Yeah.
And then after I had the triple bypass done, after I recovered, my heartbeat went back to normal, and it still is. So I was lucky there, and I was lucky I didn't really have any heart damage, to speak of. And of course, there's always a little bit when you have a heart attack, but I was lucky that I got in so early. The doctor told me the reason most people don't survive is they don't get into the hospital soon enough.
Yeah.
And so
the second one, honey, I really tried to force you to, you need to go to the hospital because
Yeah.
you don't seem right. Like you walk for like 5 steps and like you're panting and you cannot breathe. And I go, there's something wrong. And then eventually you probably realize like also that, yeah, I guess I'm really having a problem. So that's why you checked into yourself to the hospital. I went with you at that time.
Yeah, we were lucky we were where we were at because they took me, after I went to the local hospital in Oregon, Baker City, Oregon, you know, they said I need to go to the regional hospital, which was in Boise, Idaho. It was
Right.
St. Luke's Medical Center.
Yeah.
Man, they treated me so good there.
Yeah.
And that just happens to be the Western Regional Center for heart patients.
Yeah.
And I was lucky we were at where we were.
Yeah, it was a great hospital. Yeah, when I look back and think about that now, all the times, like it was hard. And then at that time, that was the end of him driving the truck. We rented a car to go home. I drove and, plus I got caught with the ticket. I was speeding and I lost my license. Oh my God, I don't.
We stopped at the casino in Kansas City and she lost her license there.
Yeah.
So after I got out of the hospital the second time, we were renting a car and driving home. I wasn't real energetic, so she was driving and going through Nevada. Nevada, she was going a little fast and she got pulled over by a state trooper.
I think I was doing like 80 miles per hour in a 55-mile zone. And thankfully, the cop was very nice guy. He was actually like kind of laughing because at first when he pulled me over, instead of turning on the right signal, I turned on the left signal. And when I rolled down the window, instead of the here on the right side, I rolled down the back window. I was panicking.
By the time, and then I started laughing. By the time the highway patrol got there, he was laughing too.
He was laughing, and then, oh, don't worry, everybody here drives fast. And I felt like, then why did you pull me over if everybody drives fast? In my mind, I did not say that to him. All I said was like, I'm so sorry, officer.
He was our best experience ever with a police officer.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine? I didn't have the license and I was speeding.
But he checked and made sure she had a license.
Yeah.
It's just that we explained to him she lost it. So
so
he let her go with a warning and had me drive.
Yeah.
From then on.
Yeah, I was about to tell the cop that my husband cannot drive because he just had a heart attack and I don't know what he would have done. Like, well, how are you gonna?
Yeah.
I wonder if he would have let me drive home without a license.
He couldn't without a license on you, I don't think. But anyway, it worked out good.
Yeah, it worked out good. So anyway, that was just part of our experience in the U.S. and
the third time in the hospital, that was really the hardest when I did the triple bypass.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital like 4 days or so afterwards, something like that, and man, it was tough.
Yeah, it was tough. Like even the doctor,
because they had punctured one of my lungs when they were doing the surgery.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me that, so they had to leave me on a breathing machine for several days to keep my lung inflated, and it was hard.
That was so hard. To me, the third heart attack was the hardest, and it's just like I feel much better because I felt much better knowing that your family was there, your sister and your sons keep calling and see if how's dad doing and stuff like that. So it's kind of like when you deal something just by yourself, like it's a lot harder. When
I told my sons they didn't think I was going to make it. And, it was.
Anyway, all those heart attacks, thankfully, see my husband is still alive and well.
And actually, after the heart attack, with her help, a lot of help.
After the third heart attack, like I feel like I was a caregiver.
Yeah. I couldn't hardly.
Because the hospital or the doctor said like he needs to stay in some sort of a facility that could help him recover for like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
But I told them that my husband don't need to to do that because I'm here. I'm gonna take care of him. So that's what I did. I took care of my husband for 2 to 3 months. Slowly, I take a bath. My husband and everything. Prepare
everything.
his food and everything he needs and.
And then slowly, when I had the energy, we started walking.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a slow
Oh my
walking,
God.
man. I could
I
barely.
went with him, and then after like a few meters, because he walked very slow, and we had to rest after a few meters, and slowly, and then his energy was back.
But I kept at it and got up to 5 miles a day again.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to do. But
the doctor said that if he takes care of himself and do what the doctor told him to do, then he should survive for 20 to 30 years. And how long ago was that? 5 years?
Yeah,
5. That was 5 years ago. So you have about what, 25 years?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, well, you just have to take care of yourself.
Anyway, so I'm taking medicine. I have to take certain medicines to maintain. And there's like 5 medicines besides a baby aspirin. There's 4 medicines that I take.
Yeah, all the medicines that he needs, he can get it. We always go to Tagum to get it because they don't have it here in town.
So basically, any medicine that you get in the United States is available here.
Right.
And so my bill for medicines is like $80 a month.
Yeah,
for 1 month's supply.
Right.
Like I said, I take 4 of them, but I buy vitamins and aspirins too.
Yeah.
But so $80 a month, and
including the vitamins and everything, it's probably between $80 to $120 a month, something like that.
So Medicare in the U.S. I was paying $135 a month, so
it's
when
about
I cancel that. It still saves some money here.
Right.
And I can re-sign up for Plan B.
All right.
If we ever go back and I need to, but so that's how we handled the health issues and Medicare. And you just like here, all I had to do was get a hold of the Social Security office at the American Embassy in Manila, and they sent me a form to fill out, and filled out the form to cancel Part B Medicare and sent it back to them. That was all it took.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, that was about the topic today that we talk about, and maybe next time, maybe you guys can suggest what else of a topic we should talk about. Yeah,
we've been so busy on the yard and the house here, we haven't done many.
You haven't done any
talkies videos, but we can go through some of your questions and maybe address those future, because we're getting caught up on everything here.
Yeah. So
and they're delivering cabinets today.
Yeah, today they're gonna deliver today. So hopefully
be done.
That will be done soon.
Yeah.
We are excited, but at the same time worrying about. Is that them?
No.
Oh no. Worrying about are they really gonna come up today, or are they gonna show up today? So anyway, we'll find out, and when they all deliver the cabinets, we will share it with you next time.
Yeah, we'll share it.
So thank you for watching, and
thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
Try to explain everything as well as best we could. But
see you next time. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching.